morning, Year 8. I hope you're well and having a lovely day. This is Mr. Sousa welcoming you to today's lesson. For the lesson, you will need your exercise book or paper and a pen. So your title is Euphemisms. So please could you write the date and title and complete the do now. It should only take you 2 minutes. Without looking in your book, write down what each letter of the forest stands for. Pause the video now, please, to do that. Okay, so you should know these very well. You've got direct address, speaking directly to the audience or reader, alliteration, 2 or more words starting with the same letter, anecdote, a short personal story, facts, statements proven to be true, opinions, personal beliefs, repetition, repeating a word or phrase, rhetorical question, asking a question for effect, emotive language, words or phrases that are meant to make you feel something, statistics, numerical data proven to be true, and tricolon, a group of 3 words or phrases. So in the lesson today, we'll be learning about euphemisms, what they are, how they are used in advertisement, and then use that knowledge to formulate our own. What is an euphemism? I would like you to write down this definition. A mild or indirect word or expression substituted for one considered to be too harsh or blunt when referring to something unpleasant or embarrassing. Please pause the video to write that down. So I've got some examples of euphemisms here. So a popular and lively resort is a euphemism for a busy and overcrowded resort, and quiet and peaceful is a euphemism for boring and miles away from anything. So if you think about it, it's a bit like sugarcoating. It's making something not very good seem better than it is without explicitly lying. So you're sort of twisting the truth, as it were. Okay, so I would like you to match the euphemism with the realistic phrase that goes with it. So you've got 7 to 10 minutes to match euphemism and realistic view. Please pause the video now. Okay, so these are the answers. Lively is a euphemism for noisy. Bustling is a euphemism for you have to queue for everything. Gentle slopes to the beach, euphemism for there's a steep climb. Quiet, euphemism for miles from anywhere. Family hotel, full of screaming children. Simply furnished, a sink and a single wardrobe. Out of the town centre, nothing to do. Non-stop nightlife. The disco can be heard in all bedrooms. Popular with holidaymakers, the locals wouldn't live there. Taste the high life, pay ridiculously high prices. Short transfer from the airport, overlooking the airport runway, and close to the town centre, overlooking the local market. So please make sure you've matched up the correct euphemism with realistic view. If you haven't, please could you correct that now? Okay, so putting our knowledge into practice. On the following 4 slides, you'll be shown images of unpleasant hotels or aspects of them. Your task is to create a mini euphemism to advertise each one. So I've done the first one for you. The buzzing nightlife will make you feel like one of the locals. In reality, it's overcrowded, it's unpleasant, it looks a bit rowdy, but this euphemism presents it in a very positive manner. So I would like you to do a euphemism, a euphemistic description about this toilet. There's nothing very pleasant about it, but I want you to put a pleasant spin on this unpleasant facility. So pause the video for a couple of minutes in order to do that. Okay, so another rather unpleasant image. Please pause the video for a couple of minutes to make it into a euphemism, describe it in a euphemistic way, put a positive spin on it. And finally, the last one, a teeny tiny room, hopefully a lot smaller than the rooms that you have at home. But how could you sell it? How could you make it sound really good? So pause the video once more to write your euphemistic description. Okay, so these are some ideas. For the last one, feel right at home with our cozy one-bed suite. And then for the crocodile one, have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to experience all the nature and wildlife that the resort has to offer. And finally, experience the culture firsthand with our authentic facilities. So you may remember that awful toilet. Instead of calling it gross or disgusting, you may want to call it authentic. So those are some examples of euphemisms. So if you didn't get anything, please could you write down one of the ones I've got given to you on this slide. Main task. On the next slide, there is a realistic advert for the hotel below. Using your knowledge of euphemisms, your task is to transform the realistic description into an advert to persuade people to visit the hotel. For your challenge, add at least 3 DeForest techniques to make the advert more persuasive. The realistic advert. Not very appealing. This shabby, lifeless resort has not seen customers, nor a lick of paint, for what looks like centuries. The apartments are small, stuffy, and cramped, with barely enough room for you and your luggage. There are not many facilities, and the facilities it has are rubbish. It's a good 15 to 20-minute walk from any decent restaurants or beaches. If you are looking for cheap but horrendous experience, this is the hotel for you. So please pause the video for 15 to 20 minutes and write your own positive euphemistic advert for this hotel. After you've done that, you can have a look at my one. So please pause the video now. Okay, so let's move on to what I've written. So this is my euphemistic description. This authentic resort is simply bursting with character and historical charm. It has a wide variety of cozy rooms for you to choose from, where you can snuggle up after a long day of sightseeing, snorkeling, and surfing. This is a hotel that will encourage you to make the most of your surroundings and explore everything this vibrant beach town has to offer. Enjoy a scenic stroll to the nearby restaurants and beaches, soaking up the culture and the serene atmosphere. As a final bonus, the hotel will not break the bank and is known to offer excellent value for money. So don't delay, book a room today. So that's my euphemistic description of the hotel. So have a look back over what you've written and think about if you can make it sound any better, or if you've done the best you can, and think about adding in more DeForest techniques. So please pause the video to do that now. Okay, so that brings us to the end of today's lesson. Thank you very much for your hard work. I hope you found it interesting and helpful, and I'll see you next time.